was here, I wanted to be there. When I was there, all I could think of was getting back into the jungle.
Jeffrey B. Healing Shame, September 10th, 2024. We are a day shy of a 23rd anniversary of 9/11, the celebration of the lives that were lost during this incident. I opened up with a quote from Willard, Apocalypse Now. Some of you may be familiar with this movie, have heard it before. Um, I'm going to try to explain some things today. Why a man like me who's experienced some things that he has cannot come back, can never come home again to an environment like this. There are other movies that depict this as well. Another good one is Hurt Locker with Jeremy Renner. At the end, there's a grocery store scene where the wife just frolics about, has no problem buying cereal, and is in the store and is completely okay with the environment. And he stares down at all the cereal, buys the shit, comes home, can't take it anymore. In the last scene, we can see he's back in the field again. He's ready for the next adventure. Some of you veterans out there who have experienced PTSD see PTSD from living overseas and never feeling that you can come home again, because in your blood is this desire to adventure, to live the thrill, the excitement of a foreign land, being in a place that is not yours, being the exotic one. There are so many factors in this desire, this craving, this yearning to be in those environments. Some of us, it's just in our blood. I've even talked to my older brother one time. I told him, I said, look, I feel like I've been at war myself. He couldn't get it. I was surprised he couldn't get that. My over international experience, he couldn't understand how I could feel I was at war being in different cultures like that. Really shocked he couldn't get that. But of course, for him, he wants to make sure that we are aware he was in combat. And I think that happens with a lot of people here. America kind of, embraces that status, doesn't embrace those who go live in a foreign land because you weren't shot at. And so that kind of takes away from your experience. That's bullshit. That is not true at all. Does not take away from any of your experience, not mine, not yours, if you've lived abroad. But I want to try to explain this to you. That quote we heard at the beginning, when I was there, I wanted to be here. So if I'm in America, I want to be over there. Or if I'm in America, I want to be in the jungle. If I'm there in that environment, all I can think about is home. So you're really kind of torn. And in a lot of ways, it can go in different directions, like the only thing that makes me want to come back to America is time going by too fast, losing those holidays with family, and people are going to die. So there's an anticipatory grief factor in there. But if you cannot relate to the quote, when you're in America, all you can do is thinking about getting back to China, or for some of you, it was Vietnam. You probably remember your days in Vietnam, although your buddies were getting killed. Maybe you fucking loved being in the environment. I don't know. Wasn't in war like that. Wasn't in military combat, but I'm sure part of you longs for that. Or some of you think about some of the other places you've been, and you come back to America and maybe it's too boring for you. You can't stand it. I know for me, America brings a lot of stability. It also brings a lot of boredom. I've talked about this before, and it brings a lot of resentment. I've been here about going on 2 months, It's almost 2 months now. Let's see, July to August, September. Yeah, I've been here almost 2 months. And all that happens to me here is I just get stir crazy and bored. And working at 95 doesn't register for me. That's not a lifestyle I desire to live. I don't have to live that lifestyle, and I don't want to live that lifestyle. So when I come to America and I'm around all this dating environment, the feminism, the the just absolute boredom, the attitude, the reverse culture shock that I come into contact with here, the lack of community. I could go on and on all day. I've got a bone to pick with this country, and I'm not happy here. But if I leave, I will go over there and I will get homesick. And then I got to remember what happens when I come back is I get stir crazy. I don't feel content here. I don't feel content in America because you people live your lives in a way that I don't want to live. And if I don't live your way in your country, then I'll be an outcast. I hate driving. Got to have a car if I'm walking everywhere. People are going to laugh. They're going to run you over, throw eggs at you. Nobody wants to see a walker here. If you're walking in America, you're considered a bum. You're considered a bottom of the totem pole. If you don't have a job, if you're not working 9 to 5, not saving $1 million for when you're 70 and you die 2 years later, can't even fucking use it. I'm not a capitalist. I'm not a materialist. I don't believe in owning private property in that regard. I think people can share things. Community is not here. Everything's private. Everything's owned by an individual. I don't live like that. I own a car. I have a car and a pistol. I have a car and a pistol and a dick and a genitals full of cum, ready to come. Other than that, that's it. I don't live your way. I don't live your lifestyle. I don't want to live your lifestyle. And it's not fun or interesting for me. And I just got a few weeks left and I'm going to be out of here. And I'll be in an environment where I may not be my own, it may be hard sometimes, but I'll be in an environment where I'm like, God damn, life is going on here. Like when you're in Hong Kong, when you're in Chiang Mai or Bangkok, Thailand, oh, it's fucking overload, but you're like, holy shit, I'm experiencing something. Um, some of you won't get this, but this is my bone to pick. This is my beef with America. This is some of this is, of course, my own doing, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and eventually, this is the result. You're gonna come back. You're gonna get so bored that you got to get the hell out of here. And also, the last thing I want to mention in here is it's a quote from Elliot Rodger, and I'm going to put it up on your screen because I do think it's very important. And I've talked about, the last couple shorts I've had on YouTube, short videos, have been about boredom. So I'm addressing that here with the whole Apocalypse Now quote, the boredom, the CPTSD, whatever you want to call it, that comes with everything. And then there's the incel, involuntary celibate status that comes. Look, he made a quote, and there, you've seen it on there. That is definitely about, it's better to go out in a blaze of glory than to disappear into obscurity and nobody knows about you. It's like, boom, paint the town red, make a big show. People will know and remember your name. It may not be in a good way, but they'll remember you. That's what happens with a lot of these incels. They wind up going out like that. Now, I got past that because I got an escape hatch. I found a way out, which is through Asia. And getting away from this environment, because this environment can eat you alive. For me, it just can destroy me. And like I said, in a way, there's always a sadness about leaving because here at the house where I'm visiting with my mom, it's a great place to just chill. I love being here, by myself and feeling like I can just process all the past, and be in my own environment without judgment from others or anybody. So there's that. I backed away from some of the recovery programs right now, taking a step back from the AA and all that. I'm having some tea and drinking tea, and yeah, I'm changed my mood, my mind some, but I'm just getting everything ready to go back overseas. Really, that's it. Um, Working on getting some Meta smart glasses. The X Real AR augmented reality ones are pretty ugly and wonky. I'm not digging those. They don't look like very fashionable, and those need to be refined more before I buy a pair. But that's the next step, is wearing your phone on your head. But maybe I'm just going to get the Ray-Ban with the camera so I can just go that route first. Then we'll see about the AR. If you can't relate, that's fine. I'm finding I've lost 2 subscribers in the last week, probably because I mentioned something about women. That's fine. It's all good. I'm probably only going to have men subscribers, or maybe lib men, liberal men, or progressive. That's bullshit too. I really feel like I wanted to be stronger in this video and really attack, but that's just how it came out. Haven't had a video in a few days. I also wanted to mention the Invisalign journey. I am on tray 6. Things are fitting better. They really are. And I did have that snip back there. Gum flap, pericorditis, had a snip by a local dentist in Fort Branch, Indiana. Boom. I think it is already retracting and healing up. I'm going to stop there. I got things to get in order before I can leave. Got to watch the house for Mom, which I will do for about a week. And then after that, it's time for me to be on my way. Get on the road and get going. It's a shame sometimes I can't live like the rest of you here. I have social anxiety so bad I don't want to go out. I have social anxiety so bad when I go to give plasma, when I go to donate plasma, my heart rate's elevated and they won't let me donate. That's what's going on here. It's a little elevated and their rules and shit. I can't donate. I've tried twice and I can't donate because of my elevated heart rate. This country's kind of full of shit. There's a lot of frustration in this environment, and I don't need it. I don't want it. Life's just better in Asia, guys. Until next time, I do wish you all the best, and I'll probably be doing a locks video about the smart glasses and AR and all that, describe new technology. Until then, I'll try to get back on and do more videos, and you take care, and all the best.